this is actually much nicer than I thought. I'm excited. So let's put our jokers and promos in the box, shuffle up our deck, and get our journey underway. Officially into the 600s. And as we shuffle up this deck, please get yourselves nice and comfy and ready for our first game of the night. I think one more should be good. And here we go. Last shuffle. Game number 1. Oh, this might be a little different as we start with the Queen of Spades. Yeah, this might be different altogether. Very nice looking, but it might be a little too busy. Well, that wasn't the nicest start. Double queens with double fours, but at least we got an ace out of it. And that is it so far. So let's begin officially the 600s with triple fours. Awesome. I think our best chance here is to build off of the queens and hope they take us down below, all the way down to the fours. I didn't see any aces really in the hand. But you know what? Always keep the faith and see if it works out for us here. Second play. Another 4, funny enough. Another 3. And that jack once again. Three turns through. Make that 4 without making any switches in our draw. And that is not a winning strategy, as we would need the 9 of hearts to make a true difference for us. Oh, I am so blind. My apologies for that one. Let's see if we can change our luck here, now that we have some stuff snacking. A red 9 seems ideal. Let's see if we can get a red king first, as it would take us a little bit further than that. And it looks like we will not get a red king. So nowhere for that 7. And let's put down our king. So we're starting off with a bit of a struggle. But that's nothing new to us. Another play, we eliminate one of our 4s. And there is a red king to place down. And that play right there might change this entire game for us as we make another play. Perfect. I know we have a red 10 in our hand, but can we get to it is the question. There's the red 10. Place that 9. Let's see if we can build up on some of our aces, or find a spot for a red 5. a spot for a king. Still can't bounce over this 4 just yet. And that's our third play. So 3 kings down. Much different look to this game. Red 9, come on. And it looks like that is the end of this one, so a much better game than you would have thought from the start. But nowhere for that 7, 8, 5, 3, or jack. Not a single 2 to be played. And we move on to our second game of the night. Let's see how we did. Double queens, double 2s. And that is it. It's always a little bit interesting how we start with a double on the field, and then we have none of those remaining doubles in our hand. Alright, casino shuffle for the second game. Okay. Let's see how we do in game number 2. You know what? Let's give this deck its rating, come to think of it. So surprisingly, a pretty decent texture. A nice look. The cards continue with a branch throughout. A nice little detail. Unless I'm kind of giving it more credit than I should. But I think it's still fitting. That red dot does a lot for the design of the back. Enjoy the wave or air whirl going through. The actual card art itself is a lot of effort. There is a lot of effort. I enjoy it, but it's one of those decks that is much better in person than on camera. But that being said, all in all, I'd say a solid 8. Nothing really wow, but nothing bad at all. But the keyword, nothing really wow. But things don't always need to be wow to be good. And a nice little stack developing in the middle. Place down our king. Another 7. And we wait. Oh, wait a second. Okay, couldn't have made a play. Anyway, I guess that goes to show a little bit of the busyness of the cards. Black 10 and a red 9. Ooh, did not mean that. Ooh, double black 10s. I think we might have just lost our second game. Let's do a double check. Because there's nowhere for that jack, nowhere for that 9, nowhere for that king, nowhere for that 10. Make that 10 times 2. 6. And a game not as good as our first. missing plays with that red 6, ace of diamonds, 5 of spades, and jack of spades. I knew something felt a little bit fishy in that one, but oh well. Can't help it, can we? Oh yeah, so as you could tell, the shelf of our new decks has been upgraded. It's been some time in the making. It was pretty tough to find the spot, the space, and the way of displaying it to make it look nice and not ugly. So I like it. I think it looks cool. Looking at it right now, I'm really excited to try out a couple decks, but I don't know which one next. If you ever see a deck in there that you want me to try out, let me know, and we'll probably get around to it pretty soon. It's still so crazy seeing all of those decks together, though. Just makes me realize I'm a little bit crazy, but it's all worth it in the end. Credit card debt ain't nothing that will hurt. If you don't accrue interest, I should say. Right, one more shuffle and we'll do game number 3. There we go. Actually, come to think of it, I have redone my entire little area that we do these episodes at. Before, it's been pretty makeshift for quite some time, but finding little ways to improve it to make it easier, better, look better, sound better. But now I think I found a good little sweet spot. Hopefully it lasts. You never know, but I'm crossing my fingers and hope that life is just a little forgiving. But seriously, it took a lot of heavy lifting to get this place much nicer. I wish you could see it. Maybe someday. Alright, not too active, but enough to give us some hope. I guess no need in holding on to that 2. 3. And another 2. Lovely. Do you notice a difference at all between our 500s and this video? I tried making the changes subtle but noticeable for those who really look for them. I know myself, when I would watch a specific person, triple jacks, triple buttholes, I would like change, but I'd be very hesitant because it always felt comfy and familiar. So I try not doing anything that may be too blaring, I guess would be the best word. Just because I know I would be a little bit, what's the word, testy about it. Alright, double 7s, double 10s. We could really use a red 9, which we just got. Here we go. And a black 9 would be just fine. What do you think of this deck? I actually think it's quite charming. So a little better than expected. 6, 7, 8. That might be the difference maker. Let's see how far we can build. And see if we can, oh wait a second, earn our first fat stack of the night. Come on. 3 of hearts. No, that's not the 3 of hearts. Okay, so diamonds, and we just lost this one, my friend. Nowhere to put this 7. There's not another 5 to transfer that for. So unfortunately, close, but no cigar. We did get a fat stack, but not quite there. 4 cards left as we move into our 4th. Double 8s. And let's do another casino shuffle. Alright, I have a little question for those of you still awake. So a while ago, my sister got me a Lego set, and I've been contemplating whether or not to build it for a video or not. I don't know if this is the video to give it the best chance, but let me know if you'd like me to do it. It is a Sonic Lego set. I think it'd be a little fun. So, yeah, just a little random thought as we get into our 4th game. The funny thing was the way I thought of it. Well, how did I think of it? I was thinking of Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, like our games. And then I thought of how Sonic would call it stages or levels. Act 1, Zone 1, Act 2. It was always a little bit funky. Double 9s, double queens. But it didn't take anything away from the game. And I swore there were some levels with 3 acts in them. And then I thought, oh, we're moving into our 4th. And then the Lego question came up. I always find it so interesting how the brain works and processes information that has almost no relevance, yet complete relevance. It almost forces a thought to happen that should not have been there. You know what I mean? It would be so fun to be a neurobiologist. If you're a neurobiologist, let me know. That would be pretty sweet. And how was your day? If you were, what do you do? Chances are, let's see, who knows? Do a little flex if you're out there, as we have erased our triple queens. Now have a decent situation if we get a red 10. Double kings. Now we just need a 10. But a black king would be nice as well. There's the black king. let's move our queen. Yeah, that's what we could do. Jump that 2, flip that 3, and we are in a better spot. Just trying to see if we can have a fat stack chance to at least add one if we don't get anything else. As there's a 7, 6, and a 5. Excellent. Red 10 and a black 6 would be ideal. As we get our 4th ace, that's our 3rd play we can't make. Or we made 3 plays, so must wait. Black 6. We don't have one, but now we have a chance at 2 as you receive our 2nd fat stack of the night. Another king, a 4, and our 3rd fat stack. Put down that 10. We just missed our 4th. But I don't know. I think this might be tight, as there's nowhere for that 10 or jack. Time to stack. As we don't have the 2 of clubs. So we must do, let's see, 3. What do we want to split? 4. We lost. We don't have the 5 of hearts to do any building, unfortunately. So try as we might, all we can do is get 1 card further and no more, no less. Or can we? Did I just make a dumb mistake? Oh wow, that's why you always do the plays you can. As we are still alive, as we can't play that 5 or bring back that 8, and we just... Oh, wait a second. I spoke too soon. Well, thank goodness I was wrong. Nowhere just yet, so no 4 of clubs. So without that 4 of clubs, we cannot... I think we cannot. 8 of diamonds. Oh my gosh, we have a chance. Be a black queen. I don't know what's in our hand. 4 of clubs. Oh wow, this game is really messing with me right now. Alright, we're missing a black 6. There we go. 9. 10. Jack. Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. So we can't play this jack, since that 10 is blocked off by the 8 and 9 of hearts. No other place to change it. That close. How unforgiving is that? These 4 cards were the perfect mixture to keep us at bay. What can you say? It's the Blue Jay way, and another day, or night, if I might. What an awful sight. That wasn't quite right. Okay, I'll stop. So, final game of the night. No idea what awaits. I think I just thought of something as we get into guess it could. That sentiment kind of carries over to myself, just as an observer, but that's not how it is. Anyway, so I think during like our 4th or 5th game, I'll use that as a quick point to talk a little bit about, just a tiny bit, about the memberships. So, double checks, and here we go. Final game, looking pretty good. So, if you didn't know, we have channel memberships. We have 3 levels. Anyone who joins gets some extra videos. At the moment, they are just Solitaire themed. They're called the Lost Episodes. So that consists of new decks, a slightly different game format, just so we could add a little bit more extra on the table, since I can't upload every deck or every video or as much as I want, since YouTube seems to think I do enough, and I guess I agree with them in a sense. So anytime I have a little itching to do some more videos, I put them there. But for sure, everyone who joins gets to watch Lost Episodes, at least a couple to 2 to 4 per month from this point on. Did we just lose? Let's do a double check. Anyway, check them out. They're a couple tiers. It's fun seeing more people join. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was missing something. And, I don't know, I think the most fun one is the final tier. Since I do a little more, I'm going to be more experimental, in a sense, with sharing more personal stuff. Trying stuff out that may hit the channel in a couple weeks, months to years. And if you enjoy these, there we go. Now I think we have a black 6 in our hand, but I'm not sure how far it will take us. What was I saying? I forget. Anyway, just check it out if you want to join. It'd be fun just to try it out and see if you like it or not. But I just think it's cool how long the members have stayed, and just how fun it is in a different way than our typical stuff. And I'll give a little bit of a heads up for the long term. After our 1000th video, there are going to be very few Solitaire videos, as it looks to be the end of this game. Because 1000's the goal, I'm going to need to force myself to stop to move on to the next chapter. As there's no Orphanette 6 Queen, 9, 10, or 3. No plays left to make. On to our wrap-up. So after that point, I'll probably keep uploading Solitaire videos for the people who really enjoy them, because I enjoy spending my night with you. It's really relaxing, calming, part of a routine. But that's at least a year or 2 from now, as we got pretty messed up with quite a few doubles right there. And that was the Sparrow Hanafuda deck. Pretty neat, much better in person. Yeah, I'll just mention it in little bits as we go on. But there it is. Another member to our collection. As we end our night, so my friend, you know it's been fun as always. I hope you enjoyed. Until we meet again, have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night.